got the Dark Sea update in October of last year, and now are patiently waiting for the Nimbus Sea update, myself included. With how little we know about the story after the Bronze Sea, vids is keeping us updated. I'll be quickly going over what we know so far about the Nimbus Sea update. Starting with a widely disliked change regarding ship storage. vids originally made it so that half of the storage is lost when sunk, only to change it to all of it. This is merely something in patch notes. Plus, this was in late November, so it's a few months ago. Story injuries are now a thing, I think, as of the small post-Dark Sea update. Looking at the patch notes closer, vids added a force field while teleporting between seas. I'm grateful he thought of combat logging so early in the works. Skipping all the Wilderness Island and early Nimbus Sea story progress, we get to something my friends and I are actually really excited about. Basic magic attacks. Just like weapons and fighting styles, it works with spamming the mouse, or in my case, trackpad. It's supposedly a tiny blast that can be used while moving. Skipping stat requirements for scrolls, dual pistols renamed to multi-pistols, the newest boss with its new loot and other changes, we get to the Claiming Flag patch note. I'll put a screenshot on the screen for you guys to brief yourself, just in case some of you don't read patch notes, so check the Discord. Also, I'm too lazy to just read. Now, Arcanium items. They convert to the owner's magic when equipped instead of when traded. Speaking of magic accessories, there are the new Archmancer robes, pants, and hat, as well as strength items, fighting armor, leggings, belt, and hand wraps. Vitality items include Oracle robes, pants, hat, bracelet, and amulet. New items were also added, as well as new stat regeneration. These were all included in the latest patch notes. That was the basic overview of what we know through patch notes and dev updates. However, looking at the update roadmap, there will not only be 2 new story chapters and what comes with it, but Telling Kingdom alignment. I didn't think much of it. A bit interesting though. It works a bit similar to how World of Magic worked, except without destroying Summerhold and running away from the Magic Council. But it also seems to have Navy influences vibes. Yes, I read it off the wiki. To what we know about the story, based on Warren's dialogue and patch notes before we asked that vids should keep the name of the story quest out of patch notes, myself included. Warren told us of a treaty between the Nimbus Sea kingdoms of Carax and Samaria. Not too much is known about Samaria besides the fact that 1 or 2 NPCs hail from Samaria and Redwick is under Samaria. However, we know enough about Carax to not want to mess with them. On to what we know about Carax. They are a Viking kingdom with a very prominent warrior culture, ruled by Rotan the Conqueror and his 5 children. So, this is taken off the wiki. The wiki page says at some point in the past, Carax went to war with Samaria province, but eventually signed a peace treaty mediated by the Ravenna realm. This was obviously mentioned during Raven's speech to, I think, Razna. At the end of the Bronze Sea story, we are informed that due to Calvus's death, we have pretty much started a war between Carax and Samaria. We are told by Warren that Carax's leader, Rotan, has a little thing about the Dark Sea. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. They're still ruthless. We are informed that the best that we can do is keep Carax at bay. Look, I've just seen a comment that says that Carax is in the Bemir Sea. Interesting. Looking at the post-awakening dialogue from Warren, he says that now that Calvus is dead, Carax will see the Nimbus and Bronze Seas as ripe for the taking. They are Viking people with a fierce and powerful leader known as Rotan the Conqueror. He then goes on to talk about how Rotan and his sons have been relentless in trying to get land, but have their raids decreased due to treaties, as well as Rotan's increased interest in the Dark Sea. He also says that when dealing with Karax, you should never expect victory, more so just to push them back and make them call for war. I recommend avoiding Roton and his sons if you find yourself near them, as any of them would certainly kill any of you with ease. So obviously they are strong, and I don't think they are, or if they are even going to be bosses, it's likely that they won't be bosses that will kill. More so bosses that could set back, or they won't be bosses at all, who knows. While talking about how powerful Roton is, he also says, however, I do not believe all hope is lost for your group. If you travel to Samaria and speak to the Queen, I believe you may be able to help them prepare in advance for the Karax raid. He also says that Samaria will not be able to defend themselves, so will need to recruit allies. Karax also supposedly has the strongest naval force of any kingdom, so it will be very difficult to overcome them. Warren then goes on to say that he has to head back to Azura because then otherwise it'll be seen as a sign of war from Azura. Wow, that was mainly just me talking about Karax. Now we get to the part where I actually talk about the story points in the patch notes. For example, Chapter 6, Part 1, To the Nimbus Sea. Interestingly enough, the next part is called Chapter 6, Part 3, An Unexpected Ambush, and Part 4 is an Unexpected Ambush Part 2. Obviously, something is going on. And then it changes Part 2, Sailing to Samaria. So, obviously, the first thing that we do is go to Samaria. The last one that we know of, Chapter 6, Part 8, Pirate Hideout, Part 2. So there's a pirate hideout and something's going on. I can't wait to find all this out. Well, that took like 7.5 minutes, and it's mostly just me ranting on about Karax because we know a bit more than about other kingdoms. Except of course Wintervale, we know a bit about Wintervale, which is a former kingdom. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little change in content. I'm trying new things out, starting on YouTube. Anyone who's seeing this during around Nimbus Sea update, I am sorry about my content at the moment. I am figuring things out, and I'm on a new laptop, so obviously I'm excited. Trying new things out. Well, anyways, I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye! And quick reminder to please like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel to see more Arcane Odyssey content and possibly other stuff. Who knows?